So, hi everyone. My name is Key. First of all, really appreciate your time and effort for joining us today on Saturday morning. I know that holiday is coming. I'm really looking forward to meeting all of you. Actually, but unfortunately, due to the COVID-19, like Thúy said, we couldn't meet in person, like physically. But really appreciate the organizer team to make it like really quick change to make it like virtual, so we still can see each other today. So thanks again about that. Before I started, I see a few attendees, a few participants, also members of my team. Didn't Lê, who you also a part of the team. Uh, so I would like to say thank you to those people who worked really late yesterday for making the last release before we come to the long holidays. For us, the more important thing is we have to finalize the deployment. We have to assure that the service we provide to the client, to the end users is good before we can take a rest. It's a part of the IT life, especially we are serving a large amount of users who are using the product during this COVID pandemic. So once again, thanks a lot for your effort, team, and all the people who probably are sleeping for compensating. And also the team, yeah, really appreciate. Okay, before I get started, I want to introduce a little bit about myself. My name is Ki Pham. I'm a project manager currently at DataHouse Asia. I started as UX UI designers, and then I also do business analyst. I've been working in Europe, the Netherlands, with the clients there. And also in 2019, I've been working in the US. Right before the COVID getting, I come back to Vietnam so that I have the opportunities to join the journey with DataHouse Asia and the team over here to be a software as a service product. I feel really lucky that I'm for now staying at a safe country, working with the team, conquering the challenges together. But I do understand that at the other place, at the other countries, that the situation COVID-19 is still really sad. We can get those information on the news. So I feel happy to like be the project managers, to be a team players, to somehow like contribute to the societies. Um, that is gonna be the topic. I'm gonna tell you a story today about the journey, about the why and the how. Did we contribute our values, our abilities to the societies during the COVID-19 situation? Like during my presentation, if you have any questions or if you have any ideas, don't hesitate to raise your hand. I like to make it more like, two-way interaction instead of just keep talking. So yeah, hopefully that if you have anything you want to ask, don't hesitate to raise your hand now. Okay, so before we get started, I have a game. We have rewards for you. I want to ask you for three people. There will be three really luxurious gifts to be delivered to you. For the top three person who can answer the correct, who can give the correct answers. Can you guess what was trending in 2020? Give me keyword. The top one keywords that people search the most on Google in 2020. And no cheating, huh? No Google search. Just raise your hand right now. You have 5 seconds to raise your hand. Who can answer that? I know. I see you. I know.
I think COVID-19.
But you don't count. I know because you see my slide already.
But I would say it anyway.
Okay, just kidding. But, yes, it's the correct answers. Coronavirus, the same COVID-19. We're gonna use that interchangeable during this topic. We still have two more slot for the next person. What will be the second keywords that people search the most on Google in 2020? No cheating, huh? It was no. I see. Thúy, you're not allowed, Thúy. Lâm Lê.
Maybe something about the US Election.
Okay. Let me see. That's correct answers. Congratulations, Lam. Very good. And then the last one. This could be a little bit more difficult. But what would be the third one? This is the last chance, the last person who's gonna receive our reward. The last one, the last keyword, the third position of keywords people search the most in on Google in 2020. Anu, you raised your hand on the time, Anu.
I did not do. I did not do. Oh, maybe it's already. Oh, sorry. I did not know that I have to lower my hand also. Sorry.
No, just kidding. Okay. Anyone know what are the third position of the keywords people search the most on Google in last year?
Anh Kỳ, can you give us a hint, like which industry or yeah?
Good, good. It's related to sport. And it's a sad news.
Related to sports and Madonna? Oh, not Madonna. Maradona died.
Sorry, uncle, you have to raise your hand first before I allow you to say.
I saw Ngô Nguyên Phúc. Yes. Oh, Đức Phạm also. Yes.
Okay, maybe we have. Do we still have gift? Can we have two?
Yes, we can have two. Yes.
Okay. Maybe they can speak at the same time, or how do you want to make that? Let's go Đức first, huh?
Yeah, when you mentioned sport, I was going to say that Maradona passed away last year, so that must have been a high search result.
Okay. Yeah, I will not announce yet because we have Phúc as well. So, Phúc, you can give your answers. Thank you.
Okay, I think it is Kobe Bryant because he's one of my idol.
Yes,
and he passed away in the January.
Thank you. Yeah. I captured your answers. So Đức said it's Diego Maradona, and Phúc says it's Kobe Bryant. Let's see what's the result. It's congratulations to Phúc. It's Kobe Bryant. So thank you, Đức, but good luck next time. Huh? Also, Anchor. I welcome Anchor. Okay, so Thúy, do you have the list, the name of the people who get the rewards in the end? Our luxurious one?
Yes, I have it already.
Thank you. Thanks everyone for joining. But yeah, this is to recap the years of 2020. If I extend the list to top 10 of the worst people searched the most on Google in 2020, you can see we have coronavirus appear 3 times out of 10 in the list. And then we have some other topics like for election results in the United States, also the passed away of Kobe Bryant. And when you look at this, we can see that the theme, the vibe of 2020 is pretty dark. And also, you know, like we all understand about the situation, but then for us, for each individuals, for each you know, people, person in this world, and especially we are a technology firm. We're trying to see what can we contribute our values to the first the communities, the families, and the team members. And then, you know, yeah, in 2020 it's pretty sad. We all need to survive. We all need to struggle a lot of things. So we ask ourselves a questions. What can we do as IT engineers, as a project managers, accounting, as a technology firm? What can we do for our friends, for our family, for the communities that we are living in? That's also trigger the ideas that we all can contribute to the society with technologies. And this is also the topic I want to share with you today. We have built a really nice product with 3 phases in the life cycle of building a software as a service product, starting with ideation, implementation, and then operations. And this going to be my agenda for the sharing today as well. I'm going to go in details for each one of these phases. Why do we do that, and what did we do? Also, how did we do that for ideation, for implementation, and for operation? Usually we start first with ideation for empathizing and brainstorming. We always trying to see what can we help the other people. So when we look at the situation, when we look at a challenge, we try to reach out to individuals, and then we expand a little bit to the organizations, a group, a combination of multi individuals, and then we can see what can we contribute to the society. And as a software technology firm, we usually have the user stories. So these are the things that we have been capturing, collecting from the people that we have reaching out to. As an individuals, people want to continue working for living. This is pretty straightforward, even for me, even for many people over here, for many workers, employees over the world. People want to continue working. They cannot just stay at home. They cannot just be locked down all the time. But in the meanwhile, they still want to protect themselves and protecting their family, because it's really important for them. Also for myself, I'm pretty young. I'm still young. I'm healthy, but my parents is old. Also, many people have kids. Those people, easily got affected with the virus. So they don't have enough health. They are not really strong like us. So people who we reach out to, they want to continue working for living, but in the meanwhile, they still want to protect their family. And then when we come to the business, the organizations, it's pretty sad. A lot of business has been closed during COVID-19. When we come to Phạm Văn Đồng Street, I've been driving around a couple of days ago, going around the city, enjoying the vibe, enjoying the fresh air after work. And I can see that many closed, many hotels, many restaurants, many businesses has been closed. That's pretty sad. It's just like a few years ago, nearby the beach at the Phạm Văn Đồng Street, or the big street in our city. It's really busy. It looks really nice. A lot of lights, and then for now, a lot of business has been closed. That's trigger us something. And when we reach out to them, they have to continue operating to survive. They cannot just close, because that also bring the job to their employees. They have the duty, they have the responsibilities. But in the meanwhile, like operating, they also need to protect their employees. And they want to create a safe and healthy environment. Also for us, for DataHouse Asia, we are really treat this as a critical things while we are still operating, while we are working at the office. But the most important thing is the health of the employees. So these are kind of the stories that we get the most while we're reaching out to the organization, to the business, and then for the societies. We all understand that we want to reach to the new normal, because coronavirus is still there. Vaccination is still just still in progress, and it's estimated to take 1 or 2 years for most of the people in the popular countries can get vaccinated. So we have to try to adapt with the situations. We have to try to acclimatize. And for this, on our user stories, we ask ourselves, how do we keep our community safe and healthy? And for on the emergency, on the pandemic, there would be two main states in order to to react with that. First thing is to prevent, and the second phase is to reaction. Prevention is to identify the risk and the threat before it's become to the issues. And then once it's become the issue, how quick, how do we react with the issues? With these phases, we trying to sit together to brainstorm, and also with a lot of research, we have think of these modules, these deliverables that can help with the preventions with the COVID-19, and also when the virus, someone got positive, then how do we react with the situations? For preventions, we all understand that we can define the coronavirus based on symptoms. If someone is sneezing, someone is coughing like me, sometimes I'm coughing a lot, but I'm not COVID positive. I'm just talking a lot. Like based on the symptoms, we can identify the risks. That can be a really effective future screening. And the second thing is to analyze the historical data. For example, if some people they travel from the countries from the areas that have the COVID-19 situation really bad, like in the Europe for now, or also in the US, then we can try to do more filtering, do more screening for those people before we allow them to, on board to getting in, so that we can also try to protect themselves and protect our people. And we also provide the COVID testing services. So to make sure like people can try to get the test really quick in only 2 to 4 hours, and then they can get the result. And we know that, okay, if these people have COVID-19 positive, then we have some treatment procedures that can help them. And once they got the positive result, and how do we help them? For sure, there are a lot of people, a lot of a lot of department gonna be the first responder for that. But the most important thing is how quick we can notify the related people, the corresponding people, that there is a case exposed. So we have real-time notification, sending the information, the updates as soon as possible to on the related departments, so that we can provide the treatment to that person real quick. The second thing is quarantining. That person needs to be quarantined. I'm quarantined myself at my house. I'm just coughing. I'm not COVID-19 positive, but I'm quarantining. And also, we gotta do contact tracing. That person was in close contact with, how many people, where are they, so that we can, try to scope down the areas, so that we can provide a proper treatment for them. This will be the deliverables of the product. And in order to have the list of prevention features and reaction features here, we try to reach out to all the people. We do design thinking process, everything surround the people, everything around the users. So that's how we empathize and we brainstorm up a solution that can help the people. Do you have any question for now?
So this is, you mentioned that this is a product, this is a software as a service. It is built from the scratch by your team. Okay, very good.
Yeah, it's from scratch. We didn't have anything. The only thing we have is the willingness to contribute to the societies, and also the information, the research we have when we reach out to first our team members, our family members, and then also, like some organizations, our colleges, to get the informations, and we come up with the ideas to build a product. Okay. And once we have these ideas, we move next to the implementation phase with containing design and develop. And the strategy we do is move fast and success or fail fast. It's not always fail fast. I know move fast and fail fast is really famous for Amazon, but for us, we move fast and we also success fast. Yeah, it's not always fail fast. And the reason why we do this is because, we don't have time. We don't have enough time to collect all the information. We don't have enough time to do the really careful user research or market research. Every day there are a lot of people got affected by the virus. Couple 10,000 people over the world. Many people died. So time is the thing that we don't have. So that we have to move fast, and then we accept the fail fast. For implementations, we started with design. And for us, we do component-driven design. It's not only for UX UI design, but also for front-end development and back-end development. The reason why we do component design is we want to have a universal language, because the product we are building, it has on multi-devices. We are serving a large amount of users in different domains. They are elders, they are youngsters, they are also kids, they are employees, they are high educated, also medium educated. So we need to create a universal language for them, so that when, for example, if you are at home, you use your laptop and you use our product, Once you're driving, you go to the office, you're on the way, you use the mobile, then you have the consistent experience. That's the second point. Also, component-driven design allows us to maintenance, to have easy for maintenance. Everything, is updated accordingly when we update the component. So we break it down by component and we reuse the component in the parts that necessary. So once we need to fix something or when we need to update something, we just need to update the component so that everything else got perfected. We don't have to do everything again multiple times. That's consuming a lot of time. And the most important thing is reusable because we have a different product line for this product. We have the one that's serving the workplace for all the business. We also have the product line for using at the airport and at the university. So reusability is very important for us. Once we finish the designing, we will go with implementations. And for implementation, we do modular development. We try to take a look at the component we have as a materials, as the input, and also, trying to take a look at the size, the scope of the features we're going to build. We're trying to break it down into module. Looking at the resources, we have the abilities, the skills of the team members. We see who can handle which modules, and we're trying to break it down into a smart way of modules. So that is less dependencies, because that we on using Agile Scrum. We're trying to move fast. We're trying to be success fast or fail fast. So the more we can reduce dependencies, the better we are. If it's a lot of dependencies, then people have to wait for each other. And if one step got problems, then it's going to delay the whole life cycle. So less dependencies is the key. And for modular development, it also allows us to move the tracks in parallel. We have different teams moving together, building different parts. Like how they build the Boeing airplane, right? They build different parts in different countries, and then they move together to assemble into one airplane. They don't build everything at the same place. So that allows us to use the resources effectively. We can optimize the resource, optimize the time, reduce the dependencies. And also one really good thing is we can isolate the failures. For example, if one module got problems, it doesn't bring that much impact. It doesn't affect a lot to the other modules, and we can isolate that modules. We can rebuild it, but the other modules can still be assembled and can still work. And when we finish the development, we're gonna go with deliverables, and not all the things we implement, not all the things we design, develop will be delivered successfully. That's why we have success and we have fail fast. There will be some modules that cannot work properly. Some modules when we deliver, the market doesn't need, the user doesn't need, or they don't know how to use. But the thing is we accept and we move forward. For the modules that doesn't work, then we see how do we solve it. How can we, don't spend too much effort on that, but we can still bring that to the market. We can still deliver that. Every time we have those kind of situation, we do retrospective. The team sit together to see what did we do well and what do we need to improve for that caused the failures, and we have to learn from the failures. So this is the flow when we go with the implementation, from designing to implementing and to delivered. But in reality, it doesn't go like this. It goes like this. There are a lot of ups and downs. Sometimes we go to implementation and then the solution we design is not a good one. It's not the optimized one. We have to go back to designing, and we have to do it really fast. Sometimes the team have a lot of challenges with the time, with the materials, with technology, technical limitations, with the limited resources. So in reality, it's goes like this. But the things we learned the most during this is everyone have to see the need and take the lead. We are one team spirit. For us, a project manager is also a tester, also a designer, a developer is also a tester, and also project managers. The thing is that we don't do cross functions, but everyone have to contribute the values to the progress to the product, and that makes us feel really proud. Hey, you have an idea?
Yeah, including manager like me, also a designer and tester.
Correct. Yes, agree. Yeah, and that makes us feel really proud when we build something that can help the other people, for other friends and for the family first. Okay, you have any questions for this? So when we have the deliverables, the next phase we're gonna go is with operations. And for us, operation continuity is the key. You know, we have a lot of clients. We have more than 500K users are using products, and we have 150K users actively using the products daily. Many of them are from bank, financial firms, from hospital, from airport. You know, these businesses are almost 24/7 businesses. We aren't using bank. We aren't have to do online shopping every day. We're shipping food from now from Foodie. When we have some problems, then we go to the hospital. You know, for us in Vietnam, we still have a pretty lucky situations, but for the other countries, the hospital situation is really worse. A lot of doctors have to work, you know, like couple 10 hours per day. They're really struggling over there, and we are not accepted to delay the operation in those businesses. Also for the airports, you know, people are moving around. The doctors are flying around to support the other countries. A lot of vaccine is moving, transferring to the countries. So for us, continuity is the key. And when we do operations, we also have the strategy. First, we support our client and we support our end users with tier technical support. We go with the different levels of support. First, you know, we have some kind of help desk or frequent asked questions to support the user how to use a product. And then when it comes to a little bit more technical, then we have a development team to getting and to support the users to assure the continuities of the businesses. And we do a lot of data measurement analytics because we are serving a large amount of users. So the data is really important. You know, sometimes we have someone requested something or reported something, but we don't really immediately tackle the issues, but take a look at the fact, the data we receive, we analyze to see what are really the root cause, what are really the problems. That's come to discover and identify. And when we have enough input and when we have enough insight on the issue, on the problems, then it's come to the enhancement phase for defining and plan out the solutions. And this will come back to the backlog of designing. And so this whole thing is a loop of continuous product development to assure that the things we are building is aligned with what the client needs or what the user needs and what the market needs. And we keep improving the products because we accept the failure, but we don't just keep the failures be there. We need to improve it day by day. So for us, operation, the continuity is the key point. That's define the success for us, also define the success for the client and for all the users. Getting back to the cycle of product development, starting with ideation, and then we go implementation, operation. We learn something during operating, and then we get back to ideating, find a better solutions to improve, to enhance the product, implement that, and go to operation again. With this loop, we hope that we can create, and we actually can create protection for our community, for our friends, for our family, against the virus, against the situations. What have we learned during building this software as a service product? The lesson we learned the most, starting first, the foundation is the trust. Getting back to the strategy, the approach we do component design, we do modular development. And you know, when we do modular development, things are not visible. Especially we have teams in Vietnam, in China. We have teams in US, in Hawaii. We also have team and our partner in France, Europe. So things are not really visible. We don't see each other. We don't really know each other really well. We don't see the emotion daily, and everyone have been working remotely for a couple of months last year during the lockdown, the social distance. So for us, trust is really important. It's a foundation for any relationship and also for the teamwork. We have to trust each other before we can move forward. Second thing is improvements. We go with move fast and fail fast or success fast. So we accept that sometimes we're gonna make mistakes, sometimes we make wrong decisions, but we need, the more important thing is we need to make the improvements. There are room for improvements. We do retrospective to see what can we improve and make the improvements for ourselves, for our product. And the fact is many of the team members have stepped up to the next level of their skills, of their maturities during building these products, of their strength, to become a stronger, a fearless, and a team player. And last but not least, it's a one team spirit. I mentioned about this many times. A manager is on sometimes also a QC, like many times he's been working late night, to support the team. Sometimes we just need, people to give some compliments, give some encouragement, give some hugs, so that we feel, energy gains. We feel, someone is always back us up, so we have more energy and then more strength to move forward. And this is a long run. This is the whole journey. But on the way, we have made a lot of mistakes again. We have made a lot of wrong decisions. I myself make a lot of wrong decisions, and the team has to work a lot of extra effort, spend a lot of extra effort, but we cover each other. And the most important thing is we keep moving forward in this journey. And I do believe that when the situation is still not yet good, when we still have to acclimatize, to adapt with the situations, then we will put on up our effort from the bottom of our heart to contribute to this product and to make sure that we try to protect the team members, protect our family members and other people as much as we can. In the end, we want to illuminate the futures with technology. I have a video to introduce about the product I want to share with you, but I believe that with the virtual meetings, with internet connections, you won't experience the video smoothly. So I suggest that after this sessions, then we can send you the link to watch the video. You can also come to the website lumisa.com or our website datahouse.asia to check out the news of the product. And you are more than welcome to come and meet us in the office to really experience how we tackle the challenge together, how he help us every day by pushing, adding a lot of things with the tight deadlines. But that's also a nice challenge. So yeah, that's my sharing today. I'm not sure. Okay, you have any questions you want to bring up or any sharing? So it's time for us to have some quick conversational discussion. Hey Benoit, hopefully I pronounced your name correctly. You have some questions?
Yeah, I just want to make sure everybody can hear me.
Yes.
Okay, good. With the tourist industry being hit hard in Da Nang, is there any other industries that you see is growing through the pandemic, and that once things go back to normal, is there any industry to keep an eye out for?
You mean, so let me repeat to make sure I understand your question correctly, huh? You are asking me if any industry that is growing during the pandemic? and we should keep an eye for when the pandemic is go away. Is that your question?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not an expert on this, but while building this product, I also have some research, and I sit together product team. So hopefully this information helpful for you. For sure, the online technology, the technology, and the on the virtual solutions applications for service is having a good opportunity for now, because people doesn't want to physically meet each other. They don't want to come to the restaurant, so they're using a lot of applications, online services. And we can see like Zoom is a good example. They've been really get hit during the pandemic because a lot of users, a lot of university has been using that. They didn't prepare well for that, honestly, but I think they are improving. That's also give us some signal, like Google also releasing Google Classroom for the students. Teams also improving a lot, increasing the limit of number of users can join the meeting virtually. So for sure, what I know, what I believe is technology, virtually, remotely services is a good opportunity. Might I ask you a question, Benoit?
Yeah. Sure.
Which domain are you working in?
Mainly filmmaking.
Filmmaking.
Yeah, I used to work with the tourist industry a lot, so I guess I'm looking to transition to something different.
Yeah, for filmmaking, we also provide a service for people who making film, because I understand that for making film you need to travel to the place to have nice scenes, and in order to travel nowadays really difficult. So many users, many companies reach out to us so that they can get the quick COVID testing. So on the film crew, the filmmaking crew can get tested quickly, and they can got exempt from quarantine. Because if you travel to a country for filmmaking and you get quarantined for 14 days, then it takes a lot of time. And I see also the movies industry, the film industry got impacted. People cannot go to the theaters. So yeah, really share the set with you. Hopefully that you can find some good opportunities. Maybe you can make the film, stream it online. I see a lot of YouTuber is producing a good online content nowadays. And if you need any support, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We can do brainstorming together. But first, we need to empathize your pain point, and then we can give you some suggestions.
For sure. Thank you so much.
Yeah. You have other questions?
That's it for me.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hong Chu, you have questions?
Yeah. Thank you for your sharing that impressive. I have a question that how to know that the idea would work. I mean, I have an idea and what to do before I executing it, because I don't want like I finish the product and no one using it, or that doesn't meet the people expectation.
Yeah, that's a really nice question too. So everyone have ideas, but the more important to know if the ideas help or not. So we would suggest you to start first with empathizing. You can research more on design thinking process. Before we come up with an idea, we need to make sure that the market or the user have the need for that ideas, or we need to understand, we need to know their pain point first, so that we can come up with an idea that can solve their pain points or solve their problems. And just don't stop at the first idea you have, but try to make sure you have a pool of 100 ideas, so that you can come out, you can ask a few people, you can do validation, idea validations, and sometimes you can sketch before you do implementing. For sure, like you have an idea, you can sketch it out, you can discuss, you can brainstorm with the people who you want that idea to serve. For example, you have an idea to help the people to stay at home, but they still, can go shopping online. So try to make a brief of your idea, trying to visualize it a little bit, and then come to the target users. Ask them if this is something that they really want, if this is something really hard, and then that would give you an insight on if this idea is really is a bit helpful for the ones that you are aiming to. And then for sure, not all the ideas will be useful, will be valued by the end users. That's why we have to go with we have to accept the failures, and that's when the continuous improvements life cycle getting. You have a brief idea, and then you cannot try to buy to build an MVP product. Don't build everything too fancy at first, because it costs a lot of resources, costs a lot of time, and then once it go to the markets, it can be not really successful. So try to make something more MVP, focus on the unique selling point, like the most valuable feature first, so you can validate with the real user, with the market, and then you can revise it, you can improve it time by time. That would help you to save the resources and can get the product to the market as soon as you can.
Okay, thank you. And yeah, one more question. I'm just curious and for reference. So you have the idea to develop the COVID app from the scratch. So how long did it take from you have the idea until you know that the idea would work?
Yeah. Also another good questions. It's not my idea, it's the team ideas. I got involved when I get back to Vietnam, just to make sure we are on the clear about that. Just a small piece to contribute to this. We also have Huy. He has an idea on how did we start it, how's the journey. To me, I think when we come back in March of 2020, we start reaching out, we start doing the market research, we start reaching out to the people we know and doing a lot of brainstorming sessions to see how it looked like the product we're gonna build. And then the first release, I believe is in June of 2020. It's 3 months for us to go with to have the first release. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Huy. And then yeah, after that, yeah, every month we have a lot of deployment, a lot of improvements.
Okay. So how app going now?
Sorry, can you ask again?
Yes, and how the people react and how the set of the app after the first release?
Yeah, after the first release, we have good feedback. We also have feedback for product improvements, because that's always happen with the product when you first release to the market. People need time to reduce the learning curve. This is something a lot of worries about, privacy, information get exposed, data. This on about symptoms, individuals' symptoms and health information. We have a lot of feedback from the users, but all of them we treat it properly. You can go to our website to see the testimonial of how people react with our product. You can also go to the app stores, search for our product. So to answer your questions, we receive lots of good feedback, but also lots of rooms for improvement. Yeah. We have Anu raising his hand. Anu.
Yeah. First of all, thank you for the great presentation. I want to ask, actually, I always have many questions, but I will keep it to 2 for now. First question is like, how much time did it take for your team to build it from ideation to, to I guess you built the MVP. So how much time it take? And my second question is like, what is the current state of this product? How many users or transactions have happened? If you can say something about that and about your roadmap for this product.
Yeah, sure. So for the first question, how long does it take from ideation to the first release? As I just answered, June, it's roughly around 3 months for us to have the first release. But we did pretty good communication to pretty careful research, market research, and we have a lot of brainstorming sessions across the team in the US and in Vietnam as well. So 3 months, the duration we have the first release from ideation.
Wow, 3 months is very fast. So
yeah,
can I ask, like, what kind of technology then you used to make it so fast?
So for the technologies, you know, we have different platforms. We have mobile developments. We use React Native that can develop for Android and iOS. For the web, we use React.js, and for backend, we use Node.js, ProgressDB. And also, if you want to know more technical deeply, and I have a contact point for you, so that yeah, you can get more information about that. But more importantly, sorry, yeah, let me finish first. More importantly, it's not only about the technical things, but also the approach to move fast, doing more component-driven design and modular development, like I said.
Yeah, no, what I mean to say is that when you want to do something so fast within 3 months, you need, you know, you cannot start totally from scratch. You need some technology that offer you some way to start up quickly and to build quickly. So, for example, I was wondering if you were using any, you know, these frameworks that you mentioned, or any other services, software as a services that you integrated with your own product, things like that.
Yeah, like Salesforce, that's you're gonna share us. That's also
not not about Salesforce. Just curious to know what the
yeah, for sure. And then your question about the roadmap. So I want to keep it more curious for you and for the other people to looking forward to our next release. But the next thing I can share is the vaccination modules. We want to provide a platform for the people over the world can register for getting vaccinated as quick as possible, as easy as possible. So vaccination is the next thing that we want to release.
I see. All right.
Yeah, but for the other things, then maybe we need to wait, and we can see. That's the things I want to release next, and we are hoping to release next, but we don't know yet.
Very good.
Hey, you have ideas?
Can I ask something, Ki? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and it was like, yeah, Ki was answering like it took us 3 months to build the MPP. That's true. It's not like we're working 8 hours per day. Huh? So back then in somewhere in May 2020, to be yeah openly sharing that I will have a big doubt about the survival of the company, and then we put on in to do this project. This product development, I would say. So I really appreciate like the team members, not like working like 9 to 5, but working from 9 to 5, like 9 in the morning to 5 in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, and also like
how many people were in this team?
Yeah, until now, like we started with a small team of like 6-7 people here. Huh? And then currently we have a team of roughly 22 people working on this. So the reason for that, because we have different products like for different target of the users, like for universities, for high school, even for primary school, the airports, and also like workplace, hospital, and also hotels. And we are having like half million users
already on the platform.
Correct. Correct.
Wow,
yeah.
That's amazing.
And then yeah, and then we are launching out the vaccination, so like we expect like another 500,000 as well. So that making a software product like a half year with a team of 20 people in Vietnam and about 20 people in the US. So roughly we're having a team of 50 people globally and making software for 1 million users in the short term. And yeah, and this project also save the economy. I brought food from outside Vietnam to Vietnam, so we could survive and we growing bigger. I really appreciate that, especially Key, the project manager. He working overclock. Sometimes, you know, like working with the airport, we have to provide the support 24/7. Sometimes in the early morning, we have the problems that he got up and coordinate with the team members. Sometimes that I send a song to Key so that he got motivation for that. And sometimes he missed a date with his future girlfriend, also like spending time with the girl. He spent most of the time coordinating with the team, working with the team. So keep making a extraordinary great effort making this together with the team. It has been very successful product. It's really having very successful product. Also thanks to our partner from the US that they have a good relationship with the university in the US. So the first release of the MVP after 1 week, we got like 30,000 people using the product. 30,000 after 1 week. That's a huge for one product launching. And yes, Key talk about the good thing, but then we didn't sleep at all in that week after we launching, and then we was there every morning. The first thing we have to have it at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. We got checking on the Slack to see any escalation and the problems that we face. You know, that it's product environment. If we don't fix it and getting the hot fix there, then we out the game. So it's quite challenging. It's really challenging to make the product like today. That's a great team effort.
Thank you.